All right, good morning, Yukon City Council agenda special meeting, June 17th, 2025, 8 a.m. Council Chambers, Centennial Building, 12 South 5th Street, Yukon, Oklahoma. Let's call this thing to order. Can we do a roll call?
Brian Pillmore, Jeff Wooten.
Here.
Shelley Selby.
Here.
Adam Shriver.
Here.
Rodney Zimmerman.
Here.
All right, item on the table here is discussion and or action to authorize Chief Korn to allow commissioned officers of the City of Yukon Police Department to provide mutual assistance to the Oklahoma City Police Department for potential OKC Thunder victory celebration as allowed by 11 OS 34-103. Do I have a motion on this?
So moved.
Will we need an actual?
Yeah, I gotta make one. I move that we authorize to allow mutual assistance with Oklahoma City.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
I just have, you know me, I have to have some questions. Two questions. One, the letter said you had to notify them by June 6th, no later than June 6th. Is this just a formality? Have we already told them? I'm not gonna be happy if I got up this early for a formality.
Yes, Chief Basie sent his letter out as soon as the Thunder had made the playoffs. He did that preemptively so that he could get plans started and determine how many agencies would be able to offer them assistance. So he was really trying to figure that out. But because of our schedule, this was as soon as we could get this on. We're still within the statutory limit for your authorization. So it will be fine. They still have a lot of agencies that are just now coming into the meetings and planning. So it's an evolving process. Will be probably right up to next week.
Okay, I just thought maybe it was too late because he said by June 6th. Second question is, how are we gonna pay for the overtime? What budget is that coming out of?
That would come out of my overtime budget.
Your overtime budget? Okay.
I look at this as an honor that our police department's been invited to assist Oklahoma City in this. I think it gives a sight for our department that we've got a good police department and they're well trained. I think that's how all of our emergency staff should be, including our fire department. So,
Will you take your big truck?
We will be taking the big truck. Yes.
Good.
Yeah, the plans will continue through this week. We'll see how Game 6 and Game 7 go. We'll have meetings right up till Friday with Oklahoma City and all of the partner agencies. All of Oklahoma City's departments are involved, so it's quite an elaborate planning. You know, at a minimum, probably 600,000 people in downtown Oklahoma City should the Thunder bring this championship back home.
And this is a no-brainer, but we won't take any of our people off the streets.
Correct.
We'll still have a full staff.
You'll have full staffing during the shift. Even if things were to progress beyond the organized event and they require additional assistance, we will not leave the city unmanned on our regular shift staffing.
Should we explain to everybody why we're having the meeting? Will you explain to everybody why we're having to have this meeting?
Sure. The statute is multi-tiered. There are about 3 bullet points to the statute the Vice Mayor quoted. In an emergent case, council authority is not needed. When you have a planned event or a planned situation, that must then be granted authority by the council, mainly because under mutual aid for the police departments, cost, salaries, benefits, all of those things we normally incur with our staff are still our responsibility. We're just saying we'll take the authority granted by the requesting agency and operate just as though we were Oklahoma City officers, except that we are still covered by the City of Yukon.
Thank you, sir.
All right, any more discussion? All right, let's vote.
Wooten.
Yes.
Selby.
Yes.
Shriver.
yes.
Zimmerman.
Yes.
And that's all we got. Easy meeting. We're adjourned.
Thank you.